All right, everybody. So I was asked to make this video, and I'm gonna make it real quick. Somebody asked me to make a video about the silhouette that I seen. Um, I really don't like to talk about it, but I'm comfortable talking about it because it's just a part of my past that I can never forget. And I know that there is a dark side that exists. Not nothing like y'all see in the movies. I'm talking real. So the movies will show you something like that, but to experience it in real life is a little terrifying than the movies. So when the movies make it terrifying, that's the same terror that I feel. Me, my father, my brother, and my dad's friend, my lady, my brother's um, woman, we was all in the kitchen. And I'll never forget my father sitting on the opposite side of me. And we was playing cards. And my dad was cooking. And he said, we're going to all eat downstairs in the kitchen tonight as a family. So everybody that was in the house was like, okay, cool, we're going to eat. Good. My brother's girl was like, if we eating down here, I ain't eating then. Went on upstairs. My dad looked at me. I had nothing to say. I couldn't say nothing. But I need some light on this subject. And like I said, I couldn't say nothing. I wanted to, but I kept my mouth closed. I'll never forget when we was playing these cards, and my dad said, I'm cooking and we're gonna eat downstairs as a family, and she was like, well, if we gotta eat out here, I ain't eating then. I'll never forget the energy that went through the room after she said that. And how she said it was in a way that it was in a disrespectful way. It's a way you could say it. You could have been like, okay, well, I choose not to eat. But that's not how she said it. And once again, this was the past, so nothing against her. This was back when it was said. I got a lot of love for her now, but it was the past. I need some light, please. Immediately after she stormed up the steps, something came out of the living room, which was to my right. My grandmother had a step down living room. Something shot out of the living room, went around my stomach 3 times, went in the bathroom, shot up the steps behind me. My grandmother had one of them old stair casings where you go up the steps. It's an old, like a pipe, looked like a cast iron little gas line pipe, but built as a rail. My grandfather was a carpenter, everything, but the house came like this, and it was nice. You would look at it like, wow, can we have this now, opposed to this upgraded stuff? But this old piping as hand railing was there, and you could see a person walking up the steps until they reach a certain part of the ceiling, and then you won't see them no more. Well, this thing shot up the steps. Now keep in mind, when she said, well, I ain't eating then, and she walked up the steps, about 30 seconds after that, this thing came out of the living room at lightning speed. Y'all, when I say lightning speed, boom, gone. But it did all of that around me and went up the steps. I caught it out my peripheral. My right eye caught it coming. And after it crossed my eyesight, I couldn't lose focus of it. And I don't know why it looped around me. I'm getting chills. I don't know why it looped around me. but it went in the bathroom and then shot straight up the steps. And my father looked at me and he said, "Son, I need you to do me a favor." And I said, "Okay." He said, "I want you to take this Bible." Y'all, you know what's crazy? Is please explain to me why a Bible was present when he said this. I don't know why. My father grew up in a church. I grew up in the church back in the day. But there was no reason for my father to have his Bible out at the time. But he did say, "I want, man." Now, maybe I wasn't paying attention and he grabbed his Bible off the refrigerator. Y'all was paying attention. The Bible was not on the table. But he said, "I want you to take this Bible and I want you to go upstairs and I want you to pray over your brother." Now, I forgot to mention that after she stormed up the steps, my brother stormed up with her. Like, he went right up after her. And then that happened. So when my dad told me, "Hey, look, I need you to go up and pray over your brother," I looked at him and said, I ain't going up there. Even though they was upstairs, I told him, I ain't going up there. Because I know what I saw, y'all. And let me tell y'all something. You know what's good and you know what's bad. I can hear a lot of people saying right now, "Well, what's good and what's bad?" Listen, y'all, what I saw. I couldn't move my fingers. I couldn't move. I had no motor functions. I lost all movement when I seen that. All I could do was inhale. I froze. If I could have changed the color, I probably turned golden. I turned gold. Turned to gold. Not white like they say in the movies. I turned gold. I was terrified. That was not something good. It was not something good. It was negative energy. It flew through and went on up. And I just want to say, there is things that exist. Energy can manifest and show itself at will. At will. I learned this now. It can manifest and show itself at will at the right time. Not your time, at its time when it is ready. You ain't going to be ready for it, but it can show and then it can be gone and leave you puzzled. What was that? What was this? Everybody saying this was God. Everybody saying it's an act of the devil. Everybody saying, but all these things that you naming, it weren't them English words. English language taught you what all these things were. Whatever country you live in, they taught y'all God and the devil. They taught y'all God and the devil. So you assume this is something of God and this is the devil. And nobody has a clue of what that was. Long as they can keep us focused on what this could have been and should have been, we're going to assume that's what that was. I'm going to just say I don't want to see that again. That's all I got to say. I don't want to see that again. I explained this differently in one of my past videos. Back when it's back. You can check the video out. You'd have to go through them to see it. But it was terrifying. That's something I don't want to relive again. I don't like conjuring up negative stuff because negativity is not good. You got a positive and you got negative. We all know that. When something feels good, you know when it feels good. When something is bad, you know when it's bad. You don't want to, That's something I don't want to see no more. My grandmother's house was, it was a house of love. It was beautiful. But that night, it was something that came and it went. Didn't see it no more after that. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Didn't see it no more. Let me tell y'all what it looked like. You ever see curtains move? How curtains blow. Take a fan and put it in front of your curtains and let the curtains blow. Put some silk curtains up. Maybe a sheet up. Hang a sheet up. Turn a fan on and let that blow. And see how it moves and waves back and forth. That's how it moved. It didn't have a physical body like we are. It was like it was just shadow, but in a fast pace. I couldn't distinguish if it was a man or a female, what we call a male or a female, but it was a solid silhouette, but in like the best I could describe is if y'all ever seen the movie what's the name of that movie? Exorcist of Emily Rose. When that priest saw that so-called Grim Reaper, is what I could say. Grim Reaper had the cape, the hat, and all that, and he was all dark. All you saw was the hooded figure standing in the far hallway like that, and then whoo, it moved. And the priest, I got chills telling y'all this. The priest just, his soul fell. That's how scary he was. His soul fell out of his body. Like his soul left his body. The body was just standing there. This is what I'm saying to y'all. Imagine you standing there. You saw something so terrifying. Your soul fell. You standing up. Your soul fell from your head down to your feet, and your body standing there looking like this. Duh. That's exactly how that priest was. But he was dead awake, looking and can't move. Until it moved. Then he moved and he's terrified. So scared, you just running. You don't know where you running to, you just running. So that silhouette he seen in that movie, that's exactly what I seen, but in a upgraded to the utmost terrifying sight you'll ever see in your life. It flew past y'all. It flew past me, and it was I don't want to relive that again. I don't want nobody to see that. It'll have you questioning life. It will have you questioning a lot of things about life. What else did they hide from us? That's all I gotta say. But I don't want to see that again. I fear no man, but I fear what I seen that night. Crazy thing about that is me and my father both seen that. When that shot her on my body, y'all, he said to me, "Did you see that?" He was the first one that spoke. "Did you see that?" And I said to him, "No, did you see that?" Two people, one here and one here, me and my father here and here. They didn't see it. We did. Explain that. I believe in everything isn't for everybody. Everything isn't for everybody. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video. So there you are, to the person that commented in that comment about that shadow that I seen. There you go. But now I'm sitting there looking at my own video, and I'm looking at Two-Face. Dark side, light side. Everybody say this is the good, this is the bad. Whoever said that the dark was bad and the light was good? Why does the light have to be good? Why does the dark have to be bad? What is good? Is there any good? Is there any bad? Why can't it just be what it is? That's where they confuse y'all, and then you lose yourself. Put it down, y'all, because it will fuck you up. Use your common sense. Love y'all. Stay blessed.